Dear students, in this video, we will see how to find a solution of an algebraic equation up to certain places of decimals using Horner's method. So the whole lot is done with the help of the technique which we call as LDM. L stands for location principle, D stands for diminishing the roots, and M stands for multiplying the roots of the given equation by a quantity. So it is LDM technique that is used to get the solution of an algebraic equation. So suppose you are given this equation, and here it is mentioned that it has a root between 1 and 2. We are asked to calculate it up to 3 places of decimals by Horner's method. What is the Horner's method? Horner's method actually involves 3 main steps that is repeated 3 or 4 times depending on how many number of places of decimals that we need to compute. So that is repeated too many times. L stands for location principle. D stands for diminishing the roots, just diminish, you remember, and then multiply, the M stands for multiply the roots by. So here we multiply the roots by 10. Why? And that will be explained in the rest of the steps. So you name in the first step, you name the given equation as f of x. Name that as equation 1. You compute, replace x by 0. Positive root only we need to compute. So we start from even we can consider 0, because if it lies between 0 and 1, say in certain cases, here we are clearly given the root lies between 1 and 2. So we could have started with f of 1 and calculated f of 2 and check whether there is a difference in the sign. But usual procedure, we usually start with 0. So f of 0 gives 1, which is a positive number. F of 1, replacing x by 1, you have 1 minus 3 plus 1, so that is minus 1, and f of 2 is 8 minus 6 plus 1, so that gives you 9 minus 6, that is 3 positive. So there is a change. Whenever there is a change in sign, for the given function f of x, whenever there is a change, there is a root lying between that 1 and 2. When it crosses, see, when it crosses, you have, see, suppose I have like this. So like this, when it crosses, here you have the value to be positive and here you have the value to be negative. So whenever there is a change, there must be a root, right? So in the same way, here not sign is different, here sign is different, there will be a root. So that is called location principle. So you use location principle to find the given root. Now usually we assume, see, if we have to calculate up to 3 places of decimals, means we will consider the required root to be like this: a point x1, x2, x3, x4, up to 3 places of decimals, means you'll have to calculate up to 4 decimal places, and then you can round it off. So this is how we assume the root to be. So in this case, there is a root between, see, here also there is a change. See, this is positive and this is negative. So there is a root between 0 and 1, but we are asked to find only between 1 and 2. So there is also a change. So it is only this that we need to consider. So since we have to find a root between 1 and 2 up to 3 places of decimals, we take it as a point x1, x2, x3, x4. So here by location principle we have taken, we have got a to be 1. Now we will have to diminish. So LDM, the next step is to diminish. So diminish the roots of 1 by a. This is equation 1. A is nothing but 1 here. So we have performed the synthetic division, and the new equation is x cube plus 3x square 0 into x minus 1. See, here there is no need to have it as y, z, t or something like that, because we are going to find only these values. So the variables here, they are only dummy, so nothing to worry about whether to write x or y. So now 2 has a root. So you have diminished. See, suppose you have the given root to be say 1 point x1, x2, x3, x4. You have diminished this by 1. Means the rest will have its root as, the new equation will have its root as 1, because you have diminished 1 from it, So that is what we have here. Here we want to go to the next one, x1 point, x2, x3, x4. So how it could be done? So that is done by multiplying the roots of equation 2 by 10. So what is the meaning of how we have to get the new equation if we multiply the roots of the given equation by a quantity? So here by 10 here we have, so it is, you have to multiply this by 1, this by 10 power 1, this is actually 10 power 0, 10 power 1. Then x term is missing. Had it been there, then 10 square, then 10 cube. So that is how you have this 1000 here, and this 30. You had only 3, but here 30. And the other term, x term, is missing. Had it been there, then you'll have to multiply that by 100. So now 3 has a root. So we have multiplied the root by 10. So 3 will have a root x1 point, x2, x3, x4. So you have multiplied the roots by 10, means, see, if we have the given equation having the roots say 2 and 3, you multiply the roots by 10, means you will have the new having the root 20 and 30. So instead of point 2 and 3, 0.2 and 0.3 we have say. Then in that case, the new equation will have its root as 2 and 3. So this point x1, x2, x3, x4 now becomes x1 point, x2, x3, x4. So LDM one set is over. Now we need to find what this x1 is. So what we did for A, we'll have to repeat it for x1. So LDM, location principle, diminishing the roots and then multiply. LDM, LDM, LDM. So continuously until we get what is required, right? So by location principle, you are finding x1 to be 5. So how do we find that? Start from 0. G of 0 negative, 1 negative, G of 2 negative, G of 3 negative. You have to substitute, simplify and see. You cannot simply put, you have to evaluate G at 1. See, G at 0 means, G of 0 means you are replacing x by 0. So that means minus 1000. So that is negative. In the same way, G of 1 means it is 1 plus 30 minus 1000. That is again less than 0, negative. So like that, up to G of 5 when you consider, it will be negative. You can substitute and see. But G of 6 will be positive. So there is a root lying between 5 and 6, and so we consider x1 to be 5. So next is, L is over. Next is we have to diminish the roots of which equation? This equation by 5. So when you diminish the roots of that equation by 5, this is what we get. And here we have 145x squared, 375x minus 125 equal to 0. Name that as equation 4. Now this equation has a root point x2, x3, x4 because we have diminished the roots by x1. Right. So x1 there is 5. Now multiplying the roots. So we'll have to keep remembering what is our A, what is our x1, or put a box like this so that you can turn back and then turn back the pages when you write the examination. Then ultimately you can write what is the correct answer. So LDM, next is multiplying the roots of 4 by 10. So that means first term is to be multiplied by 1, that is 10 power 0. then 10, then 10 square, then 10 cube. So you have this 125 into 1000, so you have this, and this one into 100 only. So you have this, and then the first next to the first one, the second one, that is multiplied by 10, so 450. This is what we get. So LDM over. Now this equation will have, see, once you multiply, this is what you had. Once you multiply, it becomes x2 point x3 x4. Now again, by location principle, you find x2 to be 3. Again, the same procedure, you name this as h of x, the entire equation. H of 0, find 1, 2, 3, 4. So there is a change in sign here, and your x2 is the first one, whatever you get, that will be your x2. So here, L next is diminish. Diminish the this equation, right? This one by 3. So that needs to be written here, and you'll have to diminish the roots by 3. And this is what you get. X cube plus 459, then 40,227 minus 8423. This is what you get. Name that as, say, some equation 6. Now 6 has a root because you have diminished that by x2. You will have point x3 x4 only. Now multiply LDM. So next is to multiply the roots of 6 by 10. So we get, you'll have to multiply this by 10 power 0. You have to multiply this by 10 power 0, and the next one 10 power 1, next 10 square and 10 cube. Then 10 square 100, here 1000, that is 10. So you have 4590, 4022 700, and this one 8423 000. You name that as equation 7. Call it as, say, some k of x, which has a root x3 because you have multiplied the roots by 10. So x3 point x4. Then LDM over. Next is again location principle. So that when you use, you get the change. Here comes x3 2, k of 2 is negative, k of 3 is positive. That must be computed, and then you have to come to a conclusion. Then LD diminish. So you having got x3 as 2, you'll have to perform synthetic division with 2. So this is what you get, such a big number, and so you have to write that, and that must be having a root of the form point x4. So if you multiply the roots by 10, so that is in the next step, LDM. So multiplying the roots of this one 8 by 10, this is what you get. This one has a root x suffix 4. So by location principle, we get x4 to be 0. Because if you name this as L of x, L of 0 negative, L of 1 to be positive. So we cannot round it off. So you have the root to be 1.532. Now this problem you can try on your own. You need to follow LDM. Location principle, diminish, and then multiply the roots by 10. And when you diminish and multiply after a few steps, that is third one, that is x1, x2, x3, when you try to find x4, the numbers will keep increasing. It will be a big number. So patience is needed when you attempt a problem under honest method in the examination. You need patience. So you have as homework we can call, you have this equation. The answer for this is 3.284. Then for what else this one honest method can be used is to find the cube root of a number, or you find the square root of a number. So whatever positive number, integer. So for that, this one is used. You can write cube root of 2. You take that as some x. So that is what is written here. And then cubing both sides, you have this. You take that as f of x. Now we do not know what the root is. Up to two places of up to one place only we are asked to find. So that means here up to 2 you consider, then round it off. So a point x1 x2. Now by location principle your a is determined. That happens to be your 1. So then here by location principle there is a root lying between 1 and 2. Now diminish the roots of 1 by 1. So when you diminish, this is what you get, 133 minus 1. That will have a root because we have diminished no, by a, that will go off. So point x1 x2. Then multiply the roots of 2 by LDM. So the m part is here. Multiply the roots of 2 by 10. This is what you get. And this one will have a root x1 point x2. Now again by location, LDM is over. So again location principle. You find g of 0 negative, g of 1 negative, g of 2 negative, g of 3 positive. So that should lie a root between 2 and 3. So that is why you are taking x1 as 2. Now diminishing the roots of 3 by 2. Diminishing the roots of this by 2. Then you arrive at this. This one has a root point x2. This one will have, because we have reduced, so point x2. Now LDM. Next is multiplying the roots of 4 by 10. You get this. This has a root x2. So LDM. Then again location principle. So by location principle, this is your h of x. This is your h of x. So on this, replace x by 0 negative, x by 1 negative, h of 6 up to that it is negative, h of 7 shows positive. So that means there is a root lying between 6 and 7. So x was taken as 6. So the required value is 1.26. Already a is 1 and x1 is 2. Now that x1 is 2, x2 is 6. So up to one place of decimals means you can round it off, it will be 1.3. Now finding the negative root of f of x equal to 0 is same as finding the positive root of f of minus x equal to 0. So change x as minus x and then use LDM technique so that you will have the root to be a point x1 x2 x3 and the negative of that only we are asked to find. So that means minus of a point x1 x2 x3. So as application we had removal of terms and honors method. So in honors method we had LDM, location principle, then diminish, then multiply the rows. Thank you students.